Hey, what's up guys? You're in my motorcycle garage today and I'm here to share with you my Tenere 700. So this is going to be a 2025 Tenere 700 and basically I redid the bike and basically just played with the aesthetics. Nothing in regards to changing the engine or anything like that. But as you can tell right here, I have a graphic, an aftermarket graphic camel, kind of like the old 1980s Dakar Rally graphics. I purchased that from these guys down here. This is going to be from Ryder, rspb.de. You can find them on Instagram. They're pretty cool. The way you order is you're going to reach out to them. They're going to give you some sort of guidelines, some customization, which I customized these. These were kind of a preset build, but I basically added my own number and a couple of things here and there. But yeah, you use WhatsApp, PayPal, so you're fully covered. And it took about a week and some change to get here from Indonesia to Indiana. All right, so looking here, I got a high fender kit. This is gonna be from Yamaha Yellow. We got a high fender kit from Tusk. It was okay quality. There was some of this finish was in the thread, so I had to retap it. Reached out to them, let them know their manufacturing wasn't the greatest. All right, we got T-Rex Racing protectors, sock shocks protect the fork seals, carbon fibers protect the forks, ADV guards, radiator guard, protect the radiator in case we take a spill. And that being said, we are running Artec plastics. So in case we do drop this, it is going to flex like a normal dirt bike rather than the normal Yamaha plastics that will break or crack. Looking down here, we have Enduro Engineering skid plate. This thing is awesome. I love the look of it. It looks amazing and it is pretty tough. And it was pretty cheap compared to the other skid plates. All right, moving over here, we got the Acerbis, or Acerbis, however you want to pronounce it. Protectors, engine protectors, as well as the frame protectors right here. One of my best investments, not inventions, investments, is going to be this Camel ADV, basically clutch extender. So it's going to make it easier for when you are constantly switching gears and whatnot. It's easier clutch pull. All right, one of my other favorite investments for this bike is going to be these stake pegs right here. These things are amazing. So when I'm standing up, I am like fully locked in. My calf is right here. All right. Or yeah, I guess your calf, edge of your boot right there. Amazing. I got these from Etsy. These are going to be helmet holders. You don't want to use it on this side because you'll burn your helmet with the pipe right here. But this gets rid of that passenger pegs as well as takes up that little space right here for the stock bolts. 3D printed from Etsy, pretty fast. All right. So we look down here, we have an eBay exhaust. I know, but I really do like this exhaust. It was very cheap. It is actually pretty nice. It sounds amazing. And it is pretty straightforward, right? It's connected right down here. I use some exhaust, some exhaust paste in here, or sealant, I guess you would say. Some people will put on the Camel exhaust, right? And they'll cut this off. I didn't want to touch this. And I know with the stock one, if I were to drop this, it could bend this and break it off. Just left it as it is, tucked it up under here nicely. All right, some people make fun of me. I have these silly little heat shields right here that I got from Amazon, but I like how it adds a little bit of color to the aesthetic. And then I also got the heat shield from my Tusk bags. All right, this is going to be a rear rack. This is going to be from Turkey. I forgot the brand. Something I don't even know right now. I don't even want to tell you or misguide you. But this is going to be from Turkey. It's a pretty nice rack and passenger grab handle. If I were to drop this, I can definitely use this to pick the bike back up. It's amazing. One thing you may have already noticed, and you may be already like pointing out, like, oh, look at that right there. All right, this right here, yeah, this is a problem. I need to fix this. So with this eBay exhaust, it blows right onto this turn signal, the stock ones. And you're also probably thinking like, man, he's got all this stuff done to his bike, all this, but he hasn't even removed his fender right here. I know. I'll take care of this. For right now, I put on some rubber heat shield right here to protect it. And it has been working out pretty well. I know it looks all gross, I know, but it has protected it so far. And I'm going to get some sort of integrated turn signals in here and fix this very shortly. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like messing with taking this all apart again and redoing it. All right, so as we move to the other side here, basically the same thing, just about. T-Rex protectors down here as well on the rear set. Or the rear side, rear tire, I guess you would say. All right, same thing right here. Steg pegs with the helmet holder. You probably want to use this side if you were to use that. Basically, mainly for me, it's just aesthetics. And then I also got a little shifter cover, just aesthetics, just being silly. People would probably laugh at me for having this on here. All right, I did get a shift. What is this called? It like takes up the slop in regards to shifting on here. Shifter something I got from Nice CNC right there. Probably the cheapest part I bought. It was probably only like 20 bucks. It does work. It does take up that slop. It shifts a lot more crisp. All right, and same thing with the protectors over here. Let's give you a quick look around on this side. All right, so looking up at the cockpit right here. So there's a lot going on. We have tire pressure sensors, excuse me, on here. So I keep track of that. I got these. These are basically the cheapo versions off of Amazon, but they're actually really good off-roading mirrors, I guess you would say. I forgot the brand. Excuse me for that. All right, I do got a quad lock charger here. I don't really use this anymore. I keep my phone in my pocket, but this is nice to have. All right, one of the best handguards are going to be these Highway Dirt Bike or HDB handguards. These things are tough. All right, you can see they come with a top clamp right there. And looking at these guys, these things are solid. All right. So I really enjoy these things, and you know, I'm really comfortable and feel safe with these on my bike. All right, another favorite thing that I have right here is going to be this Garmin Zumo XT2. I think they have the XT3 out. This Garmin is awesome. I really enjoy this Garmin because it can give you more adventurous routes. It can find curvy roads for you. It is absolutely amazing. All right, and then you can see back here, we do, if you can kind of see it, we do have some custom 3D printed protectors on here to keep it from more stabilized, as well as I have a 3D printed and kind of like a, plexiglass cover for my TST display. All right. So, and this was actually made by a gentleman in Czech Republic, and it was something he custom made for me and sent. It took like, honestly, it took like a month or two to get here. I don't know what happened in regards to the mail over there to the US, but it did arrive, and it is real nice. I told him he should start producing this for others as well. Yeah, so this is my Tenere 700. It is a little bit dirty, so forgive me. Like I think I said that already. And I don't know if I mentioned this. This is going to be a protector from Tusk. I love this thing because you can take it off to clean, and it is pretty simple, and it stays on. Doesn't come off or anything like that unless I were to do that like I am right now. All right, as well as a Laminex sticker, just for some added fun, make it a little bit of a blue light on here. So some things to note is, before I go, some things to note on here. These are still the stock tires. I do need to change these up, which it will be soon, to more off-roading tires, and we're going to have some fun with this guy. But yeah, thank you for checking out my Tenere. There's a couple things here and there that I will add and share that with you guys, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of inspired you to maybe shape your Tenere kind of like mine, or however you want. And I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say in the comments. Thank you so much. Bye.